Hello. Today I'm gonna be making brownies, but today I'm not gonna be making just any brownies. I'm gonna be making Claire Saffitz'S Dessert Person Malted Forever Brownies. Now, if you don't know me, I am a huge simp for Claire Saffitz, and when her Dessert Person cookbook or bake book came out, I immediately got my hands on it. I even bought the signed copy version, which is super lame, and I paid $10 extra for it, but honestly, it was worth it, so no regrets. I've been on kind of a baking kick lately. I made cookies, now I want to make brownies. It just seems like the natural next step of comfort baking. I've been on the hunt for a good brownie recipe, so why not try Claire's? Something I've noticed is that a lot of the recipes in this book are pretty complicated, but the brownies are one of the easier ones, so I wasn't super intimidated by it. I have all the ingredients at home, so yeah, let's just get into it and see if these brownies are any good. And before we go any further, my name is Jess. If you've never seen me before, please subscribe if you want to. If you're into chaotic cooking, baking videos by an amateur chef, go for it. So this time I actually tried to lay out all the ingredients, try to be prepared, so hopefully this is gonna be a little less chaotic than last time, but yeah, let's see. The ingredients say to like warm it over a 1 inch of water, but like to not let the bowl touch like the water, like in the medium saucepan. This is like, I feel like it's kind of confusing instructions and I don't know if I'm doing it right, but that looks ridiculous. Nice. I guess we'll just wait for this mixture to sort of like melt more. I don't know, TBD, I'll keep you updated. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do instead of doing that is microwave this for a little bit and see what I can do. Okay, it's looking a lot better. Lovely. Okay, so a slight problem. I used way too big of a pan because I do not have an 8x8. So it's not really fully covering the whole pan, but hopefully it'll spread. Even if it becomes like thin brownies, it doesn't really matter as long as it tastes good. So yeah, we'll see if this will affect the texture or anything like that, but praying that it's not, or praying that it doesn't make too much of a difference here. Okay. Okay, cool. I think I'm done. Batter is very good. Cool, now we're just gonna wait for the oven to preheat and then we'll put these babies in. All right, so the oven is done, we're gonna pop these in. And we're good. Also, while we wait, I wanted to ask, did you guys notice that I'm finally wearing an apron? I was tired of getting my clothes dirty. I don't know how I made it so many videos without one of the most basic kitchen things, but yeah, I am digging this. This is also an apron that Claire Saffitz wrote an article about and recommended. So yeah, if you couldn't tell, I'm a huge Claire fan, but I'm really liking this. It's like one of these cottony, like crossback aprons. I can't see the camera right now, but I'm assuming you can see that there's like a crossback. You don't have to like tie it in the back, which I think is really nice. They also have these like cute little pockets in the front, so if you like just need to store like a spatula or something in there, you can. I kind of like the look of it. It's kind of like a cute dress vibe. It's almost something that I feel like you could wear just like out in public if you really wanted to. So yeah, would recommend getting one of these like these linen crossback things if you're in the market for an apron. All right, guys, she is ready. Ooh. Well, admittedly, she's not the prettiest because, again, my pan was way too big, but it looks really good. It looks really chocolatey. I'm gonna let this chill for about like an hour, maybe even less. I'm impatient, so I'll see you guys in a bit to let this chill. All right. So I chilled this in the fridge for a little bit as well. So I kind of did about 30-ish, 40 minutes, half chilling in just the kitchen and then half in the fridge. The recipe calls for like 1 hour chilling in the kitchen and 1 hour in the fridge, but I'm impatient. I want to try some brownies, and I think sort of just spending time in the kitchen and the fridge will sort of mimic that level of chillness she wants it to be. So yeah, let's just get into the taste test. Ooh, okay, well, this is kind of failing a little bit. All right, whatever. I'm giving up on making that into something neat, but here is a little piece of the brownie. Nice. So you can kind of see that it's very shiny on the top, very dark brown. It's a really good dark chocolate brownie. We're just gonna give it a shot. Ooh. This brownie is amazingly chewy. That's the first thing that I noticed. I think Claire in the recipe said she was really trying to get that classic brownie chewiness, and the key to that is like chilling it for a while. So leaving it out for an hour and then putting it back in the fridge for an hour. I mean, I dramatically reduced that time to like about 30-40 minutes, but you still kind of get the same sort of texture. I'm sure it'd be chewier if I waited longer, but no, it's really good. It's rich, it's dense, it's chewy, it's chocolatey. It's everything I want in a brownie. And honestly, pretty simple. All the ingredients you'd have in your house, in your kitchen. You didn't really have to get anything crazy. One thing that I didn't have was the recipe suggests using malted milk powder, but that was even like an optional sort of ingredient. I feel like the malted milk kind of gives it like a nice look about it. It adds something to the texture, but honestly, otherwise it's still a really good brownie with really great texture even without that. Just want to get another close-up for you. So this is the close-up of the brownie. Don't mind the foil stuck to it. I will take care of that later, but you can really see that it's that classic brownie, shiny on the outside, sort of that cracked exterior, but you can see it's super ooey gooey on the inside. Something I will say is that some of the instructions are just a little bit confusing. I wasn't sure how to melt the mixture over like a medium saucepan of water, but I just made do with the microwave. Honestly, you know, with any recipe, take things with a grain of salt. If you don't want to do it their specific way, just kind of make up your own way. Yeah, I think baking can be as freeform and flexible as cooking can be. So yeah, don't be afraid to sort of substitute things. You don't have to do exactly what they tell you to do in terms of heating or mixing or whatever it is. So yeah, I'd say that this was a pretty easy recipe and it turned out super great. I'll definitely be trying more of her recipes out. One of my qualms is that a lot of her recipes are a little bit more complicated. There's a lot of ingredients that you need to go and buy. And yeah, I think Claire is just a stickler for like little details and making things kind of delightfully complex, but I don't know, I guess we'll see. I'm usually a simple baker, so I think the whole book will be a challenge, but I think the brownies were a great way to start. This is a super yummy recipe, and yeah, I hope you guys make it and let me know what you guys think of it. Cool, I'm gonna go eat more brownies, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Ooh. One last view of these brownies.